Hey, it's Matt. Welcome back. Got another thrift store one here for you. And this one kind of ties into the last video. I must have been asleep when I went there because I missed a bunch of stuff and found some more to add, and there was some more stuff there. So let's take a look. See what we have. We'll do a wrap up at the end of here. See if I have any holes to fill with these sockets. I'm pretty sure I'm going to. I think I'm going to have some holes to fill with some of these nut drivers and maybe some of these Torx drivers here. And what else I got? Yeah, all right, whatever. Let's get started here. We'll get started on these side cutters here. Got some Dymaloy. Not in too bad a shape. I can clean them up a little bit. Handles are pretty roached, but not a bad pair to just throw in your tackle box or something. Looks like Randy Marsh owned these before. So that's pretty cool. Oh, what should we do here? The sockets. Let's start with the sockets. Up there we have some Fleet sockets. They're not in great shape at all cosmetically. A lot of rust on them. A lot of surface rust. I mean, they'll clean up, but they're not going to look great. This deeper pitting is probably not going to come out of there. But nonetheless, Fleet standard. I think I got 1 inch down to, what do we got here? 11/16. I have a couple of 3/8 drive and a couple of 1/4 inch drive, a double square. Again, not in the greatest shape. We have a bunch of Thorsen sockets here. Thorsen USA. These are upright USA. That's an upside down USA. 3/8. This one's missing the chrome pretty bad on it. I don't know if you've ever sliced your finger open on a piece of peeling chrome before, but I have. Pretty bad, and it doesn't feel good. I'm probably going to throw this socket away. Normally I don't chuck them, but this, you have your hand on this socket and you're spinning it with a ratchet or something, that chrome is definitely going to peel off, and it's sharp, let me tell you. It'll get you, and I've been gotten. So I don't mess around with sockets that look like this. If it's a little bit of flaking on the end of it, like let's say this one here, I'm not too bothered by it. The surface where I would be touching it most frequently isn't that bad, so I don't normally worry about sockets that look like this, but just be aware of that if you're ever working with anything that is chrome, that has peeling chrome on it. That stuff, it's sharp. Alrighty, so yeah, I got some 1/4 inch. Those are a mix match of upside down writing and right side up writing, and an adapter there, 3/8 to 1/4 inch. This set of sockets is kind of cool. I got a full set from 7/8 down to, what is that, 7/16? Yep. So 7/8 down to 7/16, and these are Montgomery Ward Speedmaster. And this one, you can see, has had a pipe wrench or some pliers on it at one point. I don't understand. But anyway, they're in fairly good shape other than that one. A couple of these have seen more use than others. But, used sockets, but, I don't know if these are made in the USA or not. I've never really investigated, but I'll pick them up when I see them nonetheless. Alright, what else? Let's finish off the sockets. Got a Craftsman V1316 spark plug. And that's is that the older? Yeah, that's the Barney, older. So that is a cool socket to have. Still got the foam down in there. 3/8 drive, a couple of 3/8 drives. These are in pretty nice shape. I think these are G's. And we got a 19mm, and that's the older MM. It's a little rusty, but it should clean up okay. But this socket is fairly interesting. Tell me what's missing on this thing. There's no V. There's no anything on it. So who made this? It's got the stylized S on there. So that's kind of a mystery to me. Is it a V, or did somebody else make this for them? If anyone knows, let me know. Kind of cool. I guess I'll have to compare the broaching and see if that looks similar to the V's of that era. But definitely an interesting socket with no maker mark on it. 2 1/4 inch drive G's. One is at 12 point. I think that's an 11/32. We have some miscellaneous sockets here. This one looks kind of cool. It looks like an old Black Hawk. style, but it's a new Britain. I just like these step down sockets. What is that? A 1220 5-ace 3-ace drive, so that's a cool socket. We have a Billings Viteloy 1225 ace. Again, 5-ace, you know, I can't get enough of these 5-ace sockets. We have an SK 3-ace drive, 3-ace 6-point. I like this one. This is cool. Got a Wizard. That's a 1/2-inch S, double square. So that's a cool socket. I think I got a couple of other Wizard sockets. I don't have any double square Wizards. I already looked in there, so won't be doing any wrap up on that one, I know for sure. Then we have these little Stanleys, and I think these are what I got in the last video. A bunch of these. I got a 4mm, a 9/32, so I might fill some holes with some of these. And some of those Thorsens. I think I got a lot of Thorsens in the last one. This is interesting little Pencraft 3/16. I had to snag that up. 3640. Little dirty, but not a bad little socket. And then we have some, oh, let's do this little guy here. This is weird. I never seen one of these, but maybe you auto mechanics or whatever this is for. We got a Vim HTS3. And it's like a flathead, but I don't know, maybe some kind of security or specialty screw or whatever fastener. So that's an interesting little thing. I doubt I'll ever use that in my travels, but let's take a look at these deep sockets. Have ourselves a Husky 5-ace spark plug socket. And does it got the rubber down in there? I can't see through the camera. Yep, it's down in there. It is in there. Another 5-ace. Another 5-ace. And another 5-ace. So, Thorsen, deep. 620J. Upside down Thorsen. Alright, what do we got here? A Stanley. I don't think this is a USA Stanley. But it looked new, so I figured I'd snag it up. Looks like it's touched a couple of nuts in its life, maybe. So I snagged that one up, and I think this is another one. Yeah, another one of those. 3-ace. That thing's touched nothing, I don't think. So that's cool. So I think I did pretty good on the sockets. Got a couple of wrenches here. This one isn't too nice. Again, that chrome peeling off of there, and what I'll do with this is I'll take the wire wheel to it and just get the rest of that stuff, that whatever will come off of there. Again, it's not peeling on the handle that much, so not too concerned about that, but wish it were in better shape. 1/2-inch Challenger by Proto, and it doesn't look like it's been used that much. It's just a shame. I don't know what happens to some of these, that finish just gets rusty in a really humid area, and it just rusts it out and pops it off from underneath or what. But it's a shame. And I got this old blue point. I like this wrench. I like these old blue points. So that's pretty cool. 9/16, 1/2-inch, in decent shape. Hardly any use on that thing, so I'll definitely throw that in my collection of blue point stuff. Really nice, raised. Not too beat up a little bit on that T, but nice looking wrench there. Alright, let's get down to these drivers. Nah, we'll go to the hammer, or this Mason's hammer, whatever you call it. I don't know what you call it, but it's rusty, but I mean, look at that. It doesn't look like this is smacked anything. Maybe this end has smacked some stuff a little bit, but I got a hold of some Belgian blocks, and they were repurposed, and somebody put some cement down underneath them, and I gotta knock some of that off of there, so this is gonna come in handy for that. And if that don't work, I'll bust out the air chisel there to help me out a little bit. Got a pair of these slip joints. How do you call them? Slip joints, pliers, call them channel locks, whatever you want to call them. Proto 243. We got like a D8. Ooh, is there a 6 there maybe? I don't know, but they don't look too bad. A little rusty, but try to clean them up a little bit and So those won't look too bad. Maybe do a little polishing on them. Alright, let's get down to these drivers finally. Well, I guess this isn't really a driver, more of a reamer. MIT, I don't know. You guys ever heard of that? Are they decent? What is that? Michigan Industrial Tools. I don't know if this is some cheap garbage or decent. I've never really looked them up, but it looked like it was never used, so I figured, hey, I'll be the first person to use it once and then throw it away. Cool. Alright, got some Vaco, whatever, 3/8 and a ½ inch nut driver in decent shape. I wish they wouldn't have painted on it. That's going to be kind of hard to get out of there and keep that white paint underneath it, but other than that, they're in really good shape. Some minor nicks and dings in there, but the chrome is nice. So thought that was pretty cool. 2 Master Mechanic. I got a 7/16 and a 1/4 inch. Those are in decent shape. Just a little bit of cleaning up and they'll look fairly new. 1/4 inch Exolite. Could use a lot of cleaning. I think I can get that looking fairly decent, but it is pretty dingy. But again, not a lot of rust. A couple little surface rust spots on there, so that one should clean up nicely. This little pocket Stanley, it's missing the clip, but I like these little pocket ones. The tip isn't in bad shape. Maybe if I get one that has a tip in bad shape, I'll melt the clip off of there and stick it back in this one. I don't know. We'll have to see. Got an Ace T whatever we got here. It's a 25. I think I got a couple of these in the last thrift store one, so I think I'll have some holes to fill with that one. And my favorite of all of this stuff is this screwdriver right here. And I believe that's like Vermont American, something like that, USA 50411. The color is just awesome. In really, really good shape. Very few nicks in there. The shank is really nice. The tip is really nice. Used a couple of times. It's got this interesting little indexing little dent in there. Thought that was cool. But, I mean, just look at that thing. It's just glowing. Really nice color on it. Little bit of case of the dingies, but not too bad. But that's my favorite one right there. I like that thing. So what do you think? I didn't even tell you how much I paid for all this stuff. I think I got right around 25 bucks maybe into all of this. Maybe less, probably less than that. So I don't know. I think I did all right. Stick around, let me see if I have any holes to fill in any of these sockets and any of these drivers. I'll be right back. Alright, so let's start with the Fleet 1/4 inch. I didn't have any Fleets in the other sizes, the 3/8 or the ½ inch. So all I had in my box was this 3/8 one to add to that little set there. So I got the double square, the 3/8, and the 11/32. So not much to go with there. I filled in a hole on this set, so I think I got a full set. This is the right side up Thorsen 1/4 inch. So I had a couple of sockets already and filled in. So we got it from, let's see here, we got a 7/16 down to the 3/16. So we're missing the ½ inch there. If I can get a ½ inch right side up, I got a full set of 1/4 inch Thorsens there. And what do we have here? Are these the Stanleys? Yeah, these are the Stanley Professional metrics. So I had a double, what is that, a 9mm? Yep, double 9mm, and I got that 4mm in there. So I'm missing a 10, an 8, and a 5, but I got the 4 in this one. So closing in on that set there. And then these are the Stanley, whatever, I believe these are the Taiwan, but I had another one that actually says Taiwan on it. So ½ inch to fill in on that set, so getting a little bit closer there. And then I had that upside down Thorsen 5/8, and I had a 9/16 and a 7/16 in that set. So building up on that one. Craftsman, didn't really have much with that. That's the 3/8 drive. I got the, what did I get? The 5/8 and the 11/16 or what have you is there. Yep. And then I had a 7/16 in the G variety. So that's the only addition to that one. I got the T25 of the Ace hardware, and I had a T20 and a T15, so I got 3 of those going, so that's pretty good. These Vaco nut drivers, I got the 1/2 inch and the 3/8, and I had a 1/4 inch and a 7/32. Is that what this is? Yeah. But the writing is backwards, as you can see on this one. If I get it in the frame, the writing's upside down. This one's going this way on these three. So I don't know if it's a different year or not, but you know, they're Vacos. This one's pretty dingy, but I think I can clean these up and get them looking a little better. We got one more Craftsman here. Got this rail. We have the 1/4 inch drive, 6-point, and I'm missing the 7/32, but I got the 7/32. So filled in a set there. I got a whole set now of Craftsman G 1/4 inch 6-points. So I guess I got to paint that one red to match these other ones. Clean those up a little bit. Got to paint that one red and clean that one up. Maybe I'll wait to find a better specimen to throw on this rail than that one. But I do have a full set of them now. So that is cool. Last but not least, that SK 3/8 drive 3A socket. I don't have any on my miscellaneous 3/8 rail here. So we got a 9/16, a 7/16. I'm missing the 1/2 inch. We'll put the 3/8 on there. So I need a 1/2 inch, and then everything above that, that 5/8 there, is that what that is? 9/16, so it's another 9/16. So I got a 9/16, kind of a shallow one, and then a deeper 9/16 there. So it looks like a later year, bigger font. So I don't know what one that 3/8 belongs to. Who knows? But we're building on that set too. So what do you think about? I think it was less than 25 bucks for all that stuff. So I think I did pretty good. Stay tuned for next week. Let's see what I got here. Do I have some auctions? I got 2 auction lots, I think, next. And I think it's pretty decent. There's some interesting stuff in there. So stick around and stay tuned for next week. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Have a good one.